All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only run video. Today we're going to be talking about Clan Boss. Yes, the myth. No, it's not really a myth. It's just a fat demon. That's really all it is. It's not really a legend. It's just a fat demon. Let's go look at him and see what we can do and what heroes are good and what we've been doing recently to try and get this demon lord down. Now, we are working on Nightmare. Now, why are we working on Nightmare? It's because I could conceivably do Ultra Nightmare, but the thing is that it would just take all of my keys. So, and I don't even know if I would be guaranteed to get the final box. Now, I've been getting enough legendary books from Nightmare to do it. Right now is what we're trying to do. We've been playing for about a year and a half, mystery shards only. So I only have heroes that basically everyone gets, not basically heroes that literally everyone can get. There's no hero that I use that everyone will not get eventually. So what we've been doing is we've been trying to adjust this, and recently we got Mithrala. We did just get Dark Kale, so there's a few heroes that we have that are now kind of elevating our battle here. Now, the goal of this video really is to just show you, I guess, my progression in Nightmare versus like what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to get that team up to that 40 million so that we can kind of do the speed version of Nightmare and then maybe start to do Ultra Nightmare, which would be very nice. As of right now, this is the team that we are using randomly. So I did this team, and this is the team that has given me the best results. Now, we haven't tweaked their gear. I'll show you the gear in a second when we're done with the fights. But I could really make this team better. We could definitely increase defense. We could definitely increase some accuracy. We could definitely increase the speeds. I mean, my fastest hero on this team right now is Apothecary. He's got 265 speed. Everyone else is lower. And when I say lower, I mean probably about 200. I think they're around the 200 range. So we could easily make this team super fast. We could get Apothecary probably somewhere in the 3 to 350 range in speed and get everyone else in that 250 to 300 range. And then this team would probably skyrocket, and then we'll be able to get into Ultra Nightmare. But that's going to require some gear farming, which is something that we are going to be doing for the new year. So that's something that we are going to be doing. I've been saying it forever. Now is the time. We're going to try and get some gear. But this is the team we're using right now. So we're going to show it real quick. We are on a void. So that's the good news, is that we're on a void fight. So it's kind of neutral. I don't have to worry about, which things are going to do what. Now, I have seen this team falter and fail, but I've also seen them do the most damage I've ever gotten in a fight, and that was around 27.8 million, I think. And it really just depends on who dies and when they die. If once we get Mithrala max, because she's the only hero on this team right now that doesn't have their skills maxed, all right? I think she needs another 4 books now, because we just got the mythical book. If you watched my Merry Christmas and Crappy New Year video, we fed the mythical book to her. So we're going to have her max as soon as possible. We are about to get another legendary probably in the next week or so from what is that? From the advanced quests. We are going to get another one from the New Year's chain. So that's a second one. And hopefully I can get 1 or 2 maybe from just doing Clan Boss, which would be very nice. Because then we'll basically be done with Mithrala within the next, 2 or 3 weeks, hopefully. If I get lucky, we're definitely going to have her done soon. And then we can do a Champion Spotlight on her, which would be great. But once we get her maxed out, she's going to have her cooldowns better. I think she's missing cooldowns on 2 of her skills. So that's an extra round that we'll get the shield. That's an extra round that we'll get the attack up and all that. So I think that also will drastically affect this team and how much damage they can do. Because if I can get that shield up more, then that's great. Now, we did try a few different heroes. We did try using, what is her name? Haikatun as our lead. It didn't really change anything. Apothecary does way more damage with his 3-hit A1 with Giant Slayer, so it seems to work better. He also has the speed up and the heal, so he can save somebody, basically, from dying. Unfortunately, Haikatun can't save anyone. She's just there to speed the team up. That's it. That's all she was there for. We did try bringing Drex in here. He didn't really affect the damage so much. We tried bringing in Frozen Banshee with this team, and that didn't really work. As soon as I brought in Hyria, though, I started noticing that the ally attack for her is amazing. It definitely gets some extra damage going. Sometimes she'll get lucky and she'll get Kale and Apothecary and herself to attack at the same time. And then that's a bunch of 3-hitters plus her hit. So that's a lot of poisons, a lot of extra damage. It does really well. Also, if you get the poisons on Mithrala, that's good. If, what's-his-face, Grush, if he attacks with the ally attack, at least you're going to get that extra leech, which is nice. So, basically, this is just a poison team. They're all going to be there to poison the crap out of the boss, and then Kale is going to be there to essentially extend those buffs, those debuffs, and make sure the poisons stay up longer. All right. Now, I did mess around with bringing Valerie in also. The team did last very long, but they didn't do anywhere near the amount of damage that this team did. So that's where we're at right now. Remember, this is all free to play. This is all mystery shards only and only heroes everyone gets. So this is the team that we've been using, and it's so far it's working. I'm hoping we can get to that plus 30 million mark soon. I think just by increasing the defense and speed of this team and gearing them out a little better, I think we're going to hit that mark because we do average about 24 to 27 million unless we get a really bad run, which has happened twice, I think, today. I had two really bad runs, and I'm like, what the hell? So hopefully we get a reasonable run here so you kind of see exactly how much damage these guys can put up and how long they can last. I think 37 was the longest count. I'm not positive. After 20 to 25, things start to get dangerous. It really just depends on whether or not Mithrala gets her shield up and whether or not the heals go up or whether or not there's a defense up when he does the main attack, that big slam attack, this one right there. That's the one that can kill multiple heroes at once. So you want to make sure that that shield or some kind of defense up or strength and something is up when that happens. Otherwise, somebody's getting their face plummeted into the face. You're getting your face plummeted into the face. Otherwise, you're getting your face put into the ground, and things are going to end poorly. Now, it would be nice if Mithrala was not the target, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. She actually does the least amount of damage out of everyone. That's not true. She does second. She's tied with Kayle. So it would be nice if we adjusted it where she's not the target, but hey, c'est la vie, as they say. Now, it looks like we're not doing as good as some of the other runs. Some of the other runs I've had this team running about 2 million to 3 million less than the turn count. So right now we're at 17 and we're at 12.5. So we're down about 4.5 million. So it looks like this is not going to be like one of my best runs unless they get a couple really good rounds in, which would be nice. I mean, honestly, I don't care as long as they get over 20. I'm happy, but like we want to see how much damage these guys can output. So having a crap run would be bad. I mean, we're really only about what, halfway through? No, a little more than halfway now. Because if let's just say we get to 35, that's like 17, 18 rounds. So yeah, we're about halfway now if they all survive. And then we'll go back and show you one of my earlier teams that I used to get through and do as much damage on Nightmare as possible. So you can see how the team has evolved and what we've been doing now to make sure that, and they're all heroes that you're all going to be able to get. There's nothing weird or fancy about it. Like this is a team that obviously is going to take a little bit longer. You're going to need to do Hydra to get Mithrala. You're going to need to play the game for, I don't remember when Grush pops up. I think he's right before, I think he's the third to last hero, right, that you get from the logins. I'm not sure. Well, either way, he takes a while to get. Dark Kayle obviously takes a long time. It took me almost a year and a half to get him. We just got him like a week ago. So he is going to take some time. So these are some heroes, but there are heroes that do the things that these guys do that you can get from summoning if you are a summoning person. So don't think that Kayle is the only option. If you have a hero that can explode poisons or any kind of debuffs, that's the kind of hero you're going to want to use here because you can basically... The thing stopping you at this point is the fact that you can only have the 10 debuffs. So if you hit 10 and you're staying at 10 the whole time, it's not going to help you. So somebody who can explode the debuffs and make them go quicker, and then you can pop more debuffs up, is very helpful in getting more damage out. Hopefully they don't kill Mithrala. There we go. I was hoping. I was like, what the hell? Oh my god, they killed her. Well, there you go. See what I mean? Sometimes you just get that crap run. Hopefully, luckily she's not the main damage dealer, but the fact that she does the extra hits also helps. So, I mean, if we push 20, 24 million, I'm happy. I don't really care that much. But either way, you're going to see that just her dying is going to cost us a ton of damage. Nice. And she removed the debuff. Even better. And threw up more poisons. So now we just got to get that shield up so that we don't get crushed. Ooh, okay, so that's okay. We're good there. And luckily we have Lifesteal on Kayle. And I know a lot of people say Lifesteal is useless because you have was the Leech and all that, but at the same time, you just saw that it's kind of saved his life there. God forbid they got hit right then, right? There we go. Boom, see? Now they can take that hit with the shield. So it really just depends on when the shield is up. Boom. increased durations of buffs. We just don't want Dark Kale to die. Ooh, that was harsh. See, but hopefully this is why Apothecary is better, because he can heal him back up. He did the speed up. We have a leech, so we just need to get one more attack from Kale before. There we go. Perfect. See, so we're up there. We're in the 22 million. We're getting there. So I don't think this is going to be our best run, but yeah, they can do a ton of damage here, and it's kind of cool. Ooh, they survived it with the defense up. See? Defense up, baby. Being defensive in here is really good, especially when you have poisons, because the poisons will just kind of do the work for you. All right, we might get killed here. Someone's going to die here. Yep, Mithral is dead. We're screwed. Hey, whatever. We did 24. My best run, like I said, was 27.7. So this is what I'm telling you, is that defense is going to be the greatest help here. Keeping your heroes alive, getting some extra HP on them so they don't get knocked out this quickly is very helpful. But there you go, 25 million damage we were able to do with this team. And the best I've seen is 27. I don't think we've seen the best from them. I think they could conceivably push 28 to 30 if I get a lucky run. So as you can see, Dark Kale did most of the damage there because Mithral died, but 9.6 million on him. Grush did 3.9. Apothecary put up 2.4. Haikatune usually does around 1.4. That's her average. Hyria did 4.1, but she died very early, so she could have easily matched or gotten close to Dark Kale, funny enough, which is surprising. She does a lot of damage in here, and I'm very happy with her with that extra attack. She definitely makes everyone else do more damage. So that's the reason Dark Kale did 9.6, because Hyria pulled him in a couple more times, and that'll get him some extra damage. So that's my current team as it stands, all right? Now we're going to look and do it with my old team. And they did do, my old team has done well, all right? Let me see. But there's more chances of them doing crapping. So let's battle Nightmare. All right, so we're going to take Mithral out. We're going to take her out. We're going to take her out. And we're going to take him out. Now, the original team that we used, if I remember correctly, was Valerie. I don't remember if we had Haikatune in here, honestly. I know we used her. We used her. Yeah, we didn't use Haikatune in the beginning, all right? So we did put her in the lead for accuracy, because we want the poisons to land. We had defense and speed up. We have her with the shield stuff. And then we brought in... Where is he? This guy. So this was our original team for Clan Boss. All right. Now you're going to see what an old version team can do and how they can kind of do enough damage. I mean, Frozen Banshee and Grave Chill by themselves are amazing. I swear to God, if you've watched my videos, you'll know that I always forget Jason Voorhees' name. I always forget his name. It's not, and I always want to call him Corpulent Cadaver, but it's not. But either way, he does HP burns, but he also does attack down, which makes it so that, and he's in a relentless set, so he can get extra turns. So he gets that attack up fairly regularly. We did fix his accuracy a little bit, so he does better, but that's why we put Frozen Banshee in the lead, because we want that extra accuracy, so they're landing the poisons and they're landing their attack downs. Now you're going to see this team doesn't last as long because they don't have anything really protecting them outside of Valerie's shields. However, it's kind of just enough to keep everybody on pace. They do a lot of damage, and to be honest, I haven't used this team in a while. So for all I know, they've gotten much better. I mean, we've gotten more boosts to our arena team stats. We've gotten better gear on the heroes. So for all I know, they might do really well. I think where this team lacks is survivability. They basically will keep up with the damage that you saw with the other team, but they're not going to last anywhere near as long as the team I just showed you. But as you can see, they're doing really good on damage right now. Like they are really rocking it. But this is just to show you that you don't need the best heroes to start working on Nightmare. You can literally just use teams like this that'll speed up, heal, and keep the boss from killing you very quickly. And honestly, that's why he does so. Jason Voorhees' boy over here does really well. It's because he does the attack down, and that keeps him from doing a ton of damage. If you have somebody who has a weaken with a 3-hitter on an A1 or something like that, all very good. But he also has the HP burn, which definitely helps. And he's going to constantly do that attack, and he's going to get extra turns. I mean, look, we're only, 2.5 million down from our turn count right now. So conceivably, you would think that maybe I could just add like a Mithral to this team, and maybe they'll actually do the damage that the other team did. But unfortunately, it didn't really work out that way. Some heroes just work really well together. We may end up trying it. I don't know. I haven't specifically used my old team in a very long time, so I've been seeing much better numbers from the newer version team, obviously, than I've been seeing from this specific team. But these are all easily acquirable. They're all summoned from Ancient Shards. Literally all of them. Every single one of them. Valerie, you can farm. So you can get every single one of these guys from just summoning Ancient Shards and seeing heroes that are bad, and you're like, oh, I need the legendary. Like, well, no, you don't. Now, if you get heroes like, what is it? Is it Annex, whatever his name is? Anax, whatever that guy's name is. That guy's really good in here. I know a lot of people use the Rat Girl, who's really good, but I think only an Unkillable. I'm not sure. But there's a bunch of heroes that are really good in here. But as you can see, they're already starting to kind of fade on staying alive a little bit. You can see they're getting kind of hurt a little bit more. They're going to start taking more damage, say, and they don't really have a leech. You know what I mean? There's no leech in here. The only healer we have is Apothecary, and then Valerie has that shield, which is on a very incredibly long cooldown. So you got to hope that no one gets pummeled right in the beginning. These guys will last somewhere around 20 rounds, and that's why they don't do the damage that my other team did. I have seen this team do between 16 and 18 million. I think beforehand, something had changed, I think, with the clan boss. I've seen them hit 20. So that was like their max, but that was on a really lucky run. Actually, no, it wasn't 20. That was with Haikatoon. We brought Haikatoon in, and that's when we started seeing damage pop up. We ended up taking out Jason Boy, and that's when we started seeing our damage really skyrocket. Was with Haikatoon because she sped up the team by 19% and did another turn meter. So she got Grave Chill and she got what's her name? Frozen Banshee to do insane amounts of damage. I've seen Frozen Banshee put up 15 million with Haikatoon in the team just because she gets so many damn turns with the Relentless set, and because Apothecary is going to speed her up, and then Haikatoon is going to speed her up, and then boom, 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 just getting nonstop poisons. So this is like I said, the early game version. You don't need any login heroes. You don't need anything, and these guys they're already at about 15 million here. Someone's going to die soon, probably. It is what it is, but you know what? This is a team that can put up some reasonable damage, even without Haikatoon. Haikatoon got us into the 20 million range, like consistently, just from that speed lead. See, but that's also the kind of thing that gets your damage to go up or down. And see how he pummeled Frozen Banshee? If she had gotten hit with a crit and died and didn't counterattack and got stunned, she might be dead right now. I mean, she's going to die now anyway, but whatever. This is actually a pretty good run for them. I'm not going to lie. This is a good run. They got over 20. Over the 20 turn count. But if you're struggling with Clan Boss, this is a great team to start with. Boom, getting smacked. Oh, he died from the poisons. But this is a really good team to get you started on Nightmare. I mean, you can 3-key Nightmare. Even in the early stages, I think I was doing it with like 12 to 13 million damage each run. So it took me the entire 4 keys for the day. So you do have to make sure you use your keys every day. But there you go, 17.5 million with a bunch of rares. I mean, Frozen Banshee and Grave Chill put up 12 million. Coffin Smasher, there you go. I never forget it. I never remember it. So Coffin Smasher did 2.5 million, Valerie's 1.2, and Apothecary put up a 9.5. So they do the job. So if you're having trouble with Clan Boss and you don't have any heroes and you think that you suck, you're probably right. No, I'm just kidding. You're not right. All right. You can create a team for Clan Boss that will make this work. Now let's just take a quick look at these guys so you can kind of just see that I'm not using any special gear. I'm not I'm not throwing out the best things ever. Mithrala, we threw in some random gear. I don't even think she's set up for Clan Boss right now with gear. She's only 41,000 power. We are going to completely re-gear her and get her to be a much better hero. This is just the set that we put her in, and she's been working for now. That's why I said we need to gear farm. We just kind of threw her in some stuff. She does have, crit rate on her gloves. She's got HP on the chest, speed on the boots. We've got HP, and accuracy on her banner. We want her to do the poisons as much as possible. We have almost her skills maxed, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 more books we need, and we do not have a blessing on her masteries right here, just so you can kind of see them. We went down the accuracy route so that we can get her more accuracy, which in turn gives her more resistance. Very good. Who else did we use in there? We didn't use any of these guys, right? Nope, none of them. I don't use any of these heroes. Kale, we just threw in a lifesteal set. He's brand new, so he's not really set up perfectly. We did put him in a crit rate glove. He's got defense on his chest. He's got speed on the boots, and he's got what? Defense, crit damage, and accuracy. We may end up switching this out to defense. I may just go full defense on him and just get him to do his thing, because if he drops them poisons, honestly, attack doesn't really help us too much. So we could conceivably just focus solely on defense on him, give him a defensive glove, and then see how he handles himself and if he stays alive longer. And that would also get him some more HP. So we can get him more HP, more defense. We could do an HP chest and a defense glove. Like, there's things we can do to keep them alive longer so they don't die so fast. And that's going to make us get a little bit further along. But we can't sacrifice speed. And like I said, see speed right here? He's at 10, what is that? 202 or something, 204. My math is bad. 202 speed. So, like I said, they're not that fast. So we can easily make these guys better. His skills are all max. We have him in Phantom Touch Blessing. We could just put him in Chainbreaker. I might end up doing it anyway. We'll see how that goes. Masteries, we went down to Giant Slayer and did some defensive stuff. This is basically the build for every single hero in Clan Boss, essentially. You want them to stay alive. All right. Then we've got Mr. Grush, who's just in a bunch of accuracy and speed. We want to make sure he's fast. That's it. He has crit rate. He's got defense on the chest and speed on the boots. You're going to see a consistent theme. We've got defense on the ring, HP on the amulet, and defense on his banner. You could put accuracy on him. That's up to you, but I just want him to stay alive and heal everyone. That's all I care about for him. That's the most important thing. His skills are maxed in Phantom Touch Blessing. Again, once again, we could just do Chainbreaker for Clan Boss, and I think that might work out a little bit better, but we'll see. I mean, that extra damage might be why we're doing so much damage, but then giving them defense might make them last longer to do more damage. So you got to have to toggle through what you think is right. And then we have him all the way down to War Master and defense. And then in here, we've got Apothecary. Artifacts, he's all speed, 265 speed, crazy dude. He's got defense on everything. Defense, and speed on his boots. He's got defense. Literally defense on everything. He doesn't need accuracy. He could use resist. We have him at 230 resist. We could easily get that higher with a banner, but we just haven't. We want to keep his speed up. Maxed up, Carapace Blessing, and his masteries are down to Giant Slayer since he has a 3-hitter on his A1, and then he's got some healing stuff so that he can heal and do really well with that. Frozen Banshee and Frozen Banshee and Grave Chill have the same exact masteries. Skills are all max, same thing, Phantom Touch Blessing. So we want them to do as much damage as possible. So I would probably leave them in Phantom Touch Blessing. And they both have Relentless sets, as you can see. They're basically the same hero, and they both have the same stuff. So crit rate, defense, and speed, and then defense, attack, and accuracy. You don't need the attack. We could easily switch that over to defense, but that just seems to be what I had. Same thing, say defense, and accuracy. So it's all accuracy. She's got 375 accuracy. She's got 220 accuracy. So her accuracy is nowhere near as good as Frozen Banshees. And yeah, you could easily make them better. So they're Relentless because you want them to get more attacks. Very important for the fight. Spirit Host we don't need. Who else was in these fights? We'll just do a quick look here. Hyria, there we go. We've got her in Lifesteal. We could easily just put her in defense if we wanted to and get her to do more poisons. That's fine. She's got a 4-star crit rate glove. Like I said, it's whatever. Defense on the chest, speed on the boots. She's got defense on her ring, defense on her amulet, and resistance on her banner. So we could easily get her defense up higher, I think, by adding some more stats and getting her to stay alive longer. Skills all max, Phantom Touch Blessing, same thing. Masteries, all the same stuff. She goes all the way down to War Master and defensive to stay alive and do counterattacks when she gets stunned. And I think that was everyone, right? Is there anyone I missed? I think Valerie. Valerie's the only one that I missed, I think. There we go. She's in a bolster set. She has this. That's mostly for PvE, not for Clan Boss. You could conceivably just put her in a bunch of defense and HP, and I think she'd be fine, at least for Clan Boss, if you're solely using her for Clan Boss, but I do not. She has the Phantom Touch Blessing just to get that little bit of extra attack, and she has all her skills max, masteries, down to War Master, and some healing stuff so that her heals and shields are a little bit better. Very good stuff. She's got all the normal things here. She's got defense on her glove, HP, speed, she's HP, and resistance. We have a ton of HP on her. We want her to stay alive, and we want her to be beefy and get a nice shield up. So that's her. I think that was everybody, right? And who was the other one? Coffin Smasher. Like I said, there's always one more. There's always another one, Coffin Smasher. And I remember the name this time. He's in Relentless, same stuff, basically. Crit rate, HP because he's an HP hero, speed on the boots, he's got HP on his ring, crit damage on his amulet, and defense on his banner. He could use more accuracy. He's only got 200 accuracy, but honestly, the burn although it's very helpful, his attack down is really what matters, and him attacking 3 times and getting the proc for his Phantom Touch and for Giant Slayer. So he's all max Phantom Touch. He's got down to Giant Slayer and then some accuracy stuff so he can land his things. Yeah, that's basically everybody, I think. And yeah, it's been crazy. These guys are really good, and if you're having trouble with Clan Boss, just know that there's always another combination of heroes. Just look for them, and you can find them. I'm sure there's plenty of heroes. If you can do Unkillable, obviously that's a whole nother ball game. But if you can't do Unkillable, there's plenty of heroes out there that I just showed you that can kind of work together and help you. We even use Spirit Host Kale, like regular Kale, not Dark Kale. So like Spirit Host can work in there. Kale can work in their early game. War Maiden can work in their early game. There's plenty of heroes. You could literally just use the starting 5 heroes with Apothecary as your healer, and you'll be able to at least do some damage in there, which basically is Kale, Spirit Host, War Maiden, Valerie, and Apothecary or Diabolist, but obviously Apothecary is a lot better than Clan Boss. So there you go. So that's Clan Boss for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a comment if you have something you want to tell anybody, or if you're interested in showing people your teams or how you build certain heroes that we are using here, or what you think is the best strategy moving forward for some of these heroes. You're not just helping me, you're also helping other players in the community. Maybe they'll be interested in hearing what you have to say. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You help the channel grow. We're actually moving up pretty quickly here now. We're at 1420 here on subscribers. I was just doing the road to 1,000. I feel like it was just like 2 or 3 months ago, and now we're already almost pushing 1,500. So you guys are rocking it. Keep it up. Make sure everyone knows about the channel. We'd like to grow as fast as possible in the new year. I'd love to play video games for you guys all day and show you guys how to beat stuff in Raid. It's like a dream come true that I can do this kind of stuff. So there you go. That's the Clan Boss. This is Mythrala, who looks sexy as hell. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.